Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, it's been I'm doing another walkthrough. Oh my gosh. I haven't been like on one like this for a long time, but I feel like I'm back and I'm going to do another one right after this. I'm going to be doing the ancient Italian tarot, but for right now, the Minchiate. Now this deck right here, I'm probably not going to keep or I'm not going to have with me. I'm not sure because this deck here isn't what I ordered. If you've seen my previous videos, I've recently gone through a nightmare show of decks of when I ordered a bunch of decks. Like like two of them had missing or damaged cards. This one here was the worst of it, where I only got the box of the deck that I ordered, and the deck inside was not the one that I ordered. And so, yeah, and I'm like, oh, but like, what if it is? Do you really know? And it's like, I know what I ordered. I ordered the Minchiate Fiorentine Etruia. And as you can see with the box, it's kind of like more etched. Meanwhile, this one seems much more wood block like in structure. And also, the colors are much more in the lines compared to the Etruria, and that's why I wanted that. And it's like the lines were cleaner. I don't know. I liked it. I liked it better than this edition here, but I still got a Minchiate. I don't know if I'll keep it or I'll be able to keep it. I don't know if it'll stay with me, but who knows? Now it also shows here, like also a few things that showed also that the edition that I have isn't the Etruria. It says here that on number 30, Cancer, on the Cancer card, because it has astrological cards in it, there's a stamp visible on the Cancer card which shows the Medici family coat of arms, and it says cards Etruria. And then on card number 24, Balance, which I think might be Libra, I could be wrong, or Injustice, or Justice, I could be wrong. It says, is instead present the stamp with the name of the debt collector of taxes on playing cards, Anton Molinelli. So, which isn't on this one. It's actually all on the Ace of Coins, and both stamps are there. So on the Ace of Coins at least. So yeah, and we're gonna be looking at the Wheel of Fortune here, just to show the difference between the two, because it's the only one that I have to reference for. So yeah, I'm waiting for Collect Tarot to send me the replacement copy. He's been back and forth with Meneghello, getting the right edition or something like that, because he ordered like a bunch more copies of the Minchiate Etruria, and the same thing happened with all of them, where the deck inside was not the right one. And so he had to send all those back, and he's waiting for a new batch to come in, and they should be back in. I'm waiting for him to just email me to see if they are. But anyways, this whole debacle with the Minchiate doesn't mean that I'm going to stop buying Minchiate Il Meneghello decks. I'm looking to buy the Tarocco Neoclassico, just because I just fell in love with it. And I think that one and the Corte dei Tarocchi, and those two will be like the last Il Meneghello decks I buy. So yeah, so here you can obviously see, I'm sorry if I sniffle a lot. I've gotten like a little bit sick. I don't know how, probably from my sister because she also got sick, but anyways. So first of all, you can see like the heads of the donkey here are like, what this one is darker. The faces here on this one seems much less detailed. Another thing, even though the stamp is like covering it, here he has two different colors on his clothing. Meanwhile, on the Etruria, it should be just one color. And the book is another dead giveaway. Instead of the 9 being up here, they put it on the book down here. So yeah, there's not so many primary colors displayed here. I would have to, I guess I would say, like here they're much more greenish, I feel. Meanwhile here they're like blue. So yeah, and I think, and again, just like face details are much more like hand drawn compared to the like etch style of this one, you know. So yeah, and also like you can see the difference in the wheel, you know. Anyways, so yeah. And then also you can see here like the colors are just bleeding through the edges of the line work. So yeah, here's a chariot, here's the hermit. This hermit looks a lot like the Metelli, which again is something very, very interesting. I need to check these dates and to see, because I know the Etruia, again, it's just the same size. It's the same depictions, it's just different line work, you know. Here we have the hanged man. These like squiggly ropes remind me of the Vachera. I don't know if you guys heard that. That's my fridge dying in the background. Here we have death, the devil. So a lot of these I don't really quite know. Like this one I know is like the tower, or here it's like the house of the devil or the house of God. And then here I believe this is faith. I could be wrong because there's like the 4 virtues, I think is what they're called. Here's prudence. I can't remember what this one is. I can't remember. Sorry. Sorry if I don't know these, because there's no titles at the bottom. I should have done a bit more research. But here we have fire, the elemental cards here, and this depiction of like this dog in flames is like in the Alchemical Tarot by Robert M. Place. I wanted to call this the world, but no, it's the ship. It's the ship. No, it's water. It reminds me of the ship in Lenormand cards, you know. Here we have earth, even though you got like a bunch of things that could be otherwise, but it's like a garden, and it's, you know. Yeah. Here we have air, but it's like a sky with stars in it. I wonder if that's a constellation for 7. I mean, like there are 7 lights there, so it's like the 7 planets to the naked eye. Here we have Libra. It's very interesting that they put a porcupine here on here. Also, one more thing about the difference. I just remembered looking at the backs now. The backs are also very different, and that's like the biggest giveaway as to what edition you have. The backs don't have this pattern on it. It has like again a reference to the Metelli. Is it the Metelli? Yeah. It looks like that. The backs on the Metelli that I have, that I did a walkthrough of, it's somewhere on my channel. It's just recently. It's one of the more recent uploads. The backs have a different. They're different. They have like a figure in the middle, and it's non-reversible. But anyways, moving forward, interesting porcupine for Libra. Here we have Virgo, Scorpio, Aries. And here you see like a lot of these cracks here, and I think that's just from like photocopying the images and then reprinting them on this cardstock here. Here we have Capricorn, which again, it's to give it that aged look, but it's like, I kind of feel like, you know, it's like, that's a little too much distressed, you know, that kind of just, I don't know, it's a turn off for me, kind of. I don't know why. Cancer, and as you can see, there's no stamp on the Cancer card to show that it's the Etruia. Pisces. Aquarius, which is very interesting that they depict a gardener for Aquarius. And then another dead giveaway as to what edition you have, or you might be looking at, is the red cards here, is what I call them. Like there's like these red backgrounds on this edition, not the Etruia. The Etruia just has plain white backgrounds. I believe they don't have red, at least is what I know of. So here I have Gemini. Then we have the star, the moon, the sun. Here I have judgment, and this is the only one that has like writing on it. Fama volat. Don't know what that means. Then we have the world. And we have the fool at the very end. It's very interesting that we have this person beating this child, or I think it's supposed to be a giant. I don't know. Here we have now the wands. I reorganized these to fit how I organized the minors. It's just how I like them. Here we have the Ace of Wands, obviously, then the 2. So there are like more than just like little decorations here. There's actual like animals and things kind of interacting a little bit, but not on all the cards. Like that's the only one I think in the wands that has something going on in them. Because for the most part, they're like this. For the wands at least. And the 10. Then we go to the page. The knights are really interesting in this deck. They're all like centaurs here, but they're not just like horses. One of them's like a monstrous body, like a dragon or something. You'll see right now. Here's the Queen of Wands. The King. And now to the cups. What I also like is that the cups look very different throughout all the cards. You see that? They're not the same card. The cups aren't repeated everywhere. So yeah, sometimes they are though. Like this is obviously like the same. Well, no, actually I just noticed the handles are different. Very interesting with this monkey. For some reason Marseille decks like to depict monkeys a lot. Again, very different cups, though sometimes they look very similar. But again, I do like that. I like variations, you know. It's like we're used to seeing the same thing, you know. Show us something new and unique. Which is also why I wanted the Minchiate. And also why I'm looking, I think, no, the Classico doesn't do that. Here we have the page, which I think all the feminine suits have female pages, and then all the masculine suits have men, I believe. I could be wrong. We'll see right now when we look at the coins. Here we have, oh, here's the Knight of Cups. It's like a dragon type of body here. You have the Queen and the King. Now we go on to the Ace of Swords. 2 with this elk. The 3 with Remus and Romulus. Then the unicorn with, I think that's, I don't know what that is. I want to say it's a monkey, but it's probably not. The 4-leaf clover I just noticed in there. And then the 5 of Swords. I like this one because it's like the fox in the hen house. The 6 of Swords. I think it's a mongoose or something. Could be an otter. The 7. Whoa. 8 with a little hedgehog, and I think that's a satyr right there. 9 and 10. Yeah, here's the page who's again, it's a man. So yeah, I think we'll have to see with the coins. I could be wrong. Here we have the Knight, the Queen, the King. Now I have the Ace of Coins, and this is where all the stamps are. That shows like, I guess like the deck collector, the tax collector on playing cards or whatever, and the sign here. Let me see if I can read the stamp of who owns them. Let me see. It says 1862 on it, so it's like you right there. It shows like the year, if it'll focus. Sorry again for all the sniffling. Come on, focus. Sometimes it just won't work with me. But yeah, it says it right there. 1862, so yeah. Again, it's very interesting. I wonder what decks like influenced the Golden Dawn, since this one was made so close to the beginning of the Golden Dawn, 1860 some. You know, they were made in, the Golden Dawn started like in the late 1800s, towards the end of the 1800s, at the turn of the new century. But anyways, here we have the 2 of Coins. Again, just a little rambly on me, because I've seen like the Vachetta has a lot of similar imagery to a lot of the Golden Dawn tarots. Here's the 5. I do like how they have like different faces and all that on them. Again, trying to keep it very different. I think they might be, I don't know, they could be like family members to a certain family. But then we have birds here for some reason for the 9. And we have 10 and the page. Oh yeah, all the feminine suits have female pages, which I kind of like. And then here we have a lion-footed Knight of Coins. And you can see again the splotchy ink coloring work. It's just I'm not a fan of that. The Queen of Coins and the King of Coins. So yeah, and this deck is actually really small. Which I mean, look at it compared to my hands, you know. But first of all, I have here's a typical Los Carabeo deck, which, you know, it's like, you know, let me move this just so that I can show you guys just how small these are, you know. But Los Carabeo has its edition of this one. I hope they reprint the Minchiate, because they reprinted the Solabusca and the Metelli. I think it would be nice to have the reprinting of a Minchiate. You know, it shuffles really nice. I will say that. As I say that, I may not keep this, and I may have to return this to exchange for the one that I ordered. I don't know. I've been asking Collect Tarot, like, hey, what did you know? Do you want me to send this back? When do you want me to send this back? And so far he hasn't gotten back to me on that. So I don't know. Hopefully he will. Well, if he does, then you know what? He's gonna get back a shuffle deck. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too hard on it. Again, it shuffles. Again, they shuffle really nicely. Not as smooth of a shuffle as I like, but they do have that hand cut feel to them. Just because I feel like this overhand shuffles better because I have a better grip on the sides here because they're much more evenly cut on the sides rather than on the tops. So I can't riffle shuffle them, unlike the Bacchetta where I can. So anyways, this has been a walkthrough of the Minchiate Fiorentine, not the Etruia. If you want this edition or the Etruia edition, I recommend going to, right now, Tarot BG, but I'm not sure if they're also going through the same things with their stock of Minchiate decks from Il Meneghello. But right now, Collect Tarot seems to be working on it, trying to figure things out. If you're in America, use Collect Tarot. If you're outside of America in like Europe, use Tarot BG because it's like tarotbg.eu. So, you know, over there it's much easier to get these decks rather than, you know, if you order from Collect Tarot, you're gonna wait, you know, for this deck to be shipped from America to you, you know. So yeah, and also I think both of them have their respective eBay sites. So yeah, I don't know what would be like the gain in having an eBay site, you know. I mean, like, I guess it's another storefront, but anyways, yeah, this is, again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna start uploading this and then set up for the next deck that I'm gonna do a walkthrough of. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.